welcome back to my YouTube channel. You are now tuned in for another episode of G Talk. You know the drill. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much to everyone who's been liking and subscribing already. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep the circle moving so we can get those numbers all the way up. So this week I decided to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to do just a little Corona spotlight, I guess, for the week, and just talk about some different things that can keep us uplifted and motivated during the times of coronavirus, and also just talk about some of the issues we might be struggling with as we go through this time of solitude. So today, the topic is going to be all about a positive outlook on the coronavirus. I know it can be challenging to be positive during these times with so many negatives happening, but it's all about structuring and framing that mindset for yourself. And that's in any phase of life. If it's, post-corona, pre-corona, during corona, whatever the situation may be, if you want something to look a certain type of way or feel a certain type of way, you have to create that for yourself. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we can frame that positive mindset for ourselves. And excuse me if you see me looking down every now and again. I have some notes that I have here just so I can stay on topic, because I could talk forever, especially if something triggers in my mind and whatever. So excuse me if you see me looking down. I just want to make sure I cover as many things as I can for you guys to give you as much value as possible. So if you noticed on my Instagram page, by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me at _darkandlovelyg on Instagram. I will be posting some quotes on my Instagram page daily. Just some quotes that I've seen that have kind of triggered some sort of emotion in me, something that made me rise to action, and even little sayings that I say to myself and my friends and my family occasionally just to get me through the day or get me through a tough time in life. So I'll be posting those just to help you guys out and stretch that positivity just a little bit further. But today's quote was, "The only constant is change." What does that mean? As you can see, things change every single day. Gas prices change. Your daily meals might change. Your water intake might change. How your parents might behave might change. How your children might behave changes daily. So the only constant in life is change. The fact that we use the word normal, what does normal look like if every day something is changing? So we have to kind of break away from our comfort zone from time to time and accept the fact that continuously as we move through life, things will change. And a lot of the times, most of those things are out of our control. However, your response to those changes is what you can control. So what does that look like for you? How can you approach a situation in a way that is beneficial towards you and doesn't break you down from how that change is happening? So I want to address 3 things that we can be grateful and appreciative of in light of coronavirus happening around us. So the first one is a gratefulness for life. Hopefully, a lot of you watching this have not been affected by this illness entering your body. Some of you it might have, and I hope that if it has, that you are recovering and you will return to health as soon as possible in the best way possible. Some of you might have family members that have been affected by this, but you're still here to champion on for them and encourage them to push through this illness and fight as much as they possibly can. Also, in being grateful for life, we have a lot of time for bonding, whether that's with a significant other, whether it's with your children, whether it's with your family members, if you're quarantined with a group of your family. This is a time to bond, to get to know each other. We all go through life so happenstance every single day, and we ebb and flow through our days in the same manner usually every single day. But this is a time to take a step back and bond and really see where everyone everyone is at in life. I know I had to with my family. Since I've been back, everything has just been so rapid. And, you know, we had a discussion of what is it that you want to do? What is it that you're trying to do? Where is your mindset at? I know what I'm trying to do every single day, but I don't always communicate that to people around me. And that's just a way for a lot of people to see where you might be struggling in life. Where can they help you out in life? And how can they just be a better champion for you? Also, bond with yourself. Sometimes we get so caught up in what we have to do. We have to make money. We have to pay bills. We have to eat. We have to sleep. We have to take care of other people maybe. Bond with yourself and figure out, what is it that I want? What is it that I need? What emotions do I need to tap into to make myself a better person, to help not only myself but those around me? And then figuring out your next steps. This is the time. I say this almost every single day to every single person that I talk to. This time is not happening for no reason. Again, it is horrible. It is one of the worst devastations I've ever witnessed in my life. And I can't imagine what things are going to be like afterwards. However, what I can do is prepare the best that I can. And I'm huge on preparation. I have a daily checklist every single day to prepare myself for what's to come. And it might not always go how I want it to. However, I know if ever I get off track, I can come back to this list to kind of focus myself and recenter myself on what are my goals, what am I trying to accomplish, whether it's today, tomorrow, 5 years from now, 6 weeks from now, whatever the case may be, what is it that I'm trying to do? So really align yourself and plan for those next steps. Are you still wanting to work at that same company if you have the opportunity to go back? Are you wanting to develop a business? Are you wanting to travel the world after this, however that might look when this is all over? But what does that look like in terms of your next steps? And start to write the plan and set yourself up to be better. This time is to make yourself better. That is the positive light, to make yourself better during these times so that you can come out on the other side ready to tackle all your achievements in any way, shape, or form. So that was the first thing, life. The second thing is the ability to foster a sound mind. I don't know about you guys, but the peacefulness that I have since all this has been going on, the first week or so was a little bit rocky, but once I turned around and looked within, it was like, okay, what can we do about it? I don't know if you guys follow B. Simone, but one of her recent posts that she put up was from a clip of her YouTube channel as well. And she basically talked about how she is a solution-focused person. And I'm similar. I don't really like to dwell on the problems because it can really take a toll on me and get me down and unfocused. What is the solution? What can we do? Where can we go from here? So I really try to be as aware, self-aware as I possibly can, and foster a sound mindset, because everything that you do, everything that you say, how you treat others, how you treat yourself, it starts in your mind. And if you let your mind take over, you know, what may be going on in your life in a negative way, it's only going to set a negative tone for you, and it doesn't hurt anyone but yourself. So you have to foster a sound mind within yourself. And a quote that I heard recently a few weeks ago that really struck a chord with me says, "It's not the environment I'm in, it's where I'm going." And that's so true, because a lot of the times we can't control the environments that we're in. We can't control how the people at our jobs act. If you live with another person, you can kind of coach and engage them to encourage them to act in a certain manner, but you can't really control how they behave. So the only thing that you can control is where you are going. And I like to lead by example. So for example, in my household, I pretty much lived somewhat on my own for the past 4 or 5 years between college and all those other things. Even though I lived in a dorm, I was still like in my own space. So now that I'm back home with my parents, things are a little all over the place and not what I'm used to. However, when people see you doing something, they see you doing it constantly, they then look at themselves and say, why is she doing that all the time? Well, what does that change about this situation? Oh, well, maybe I should do that too. And so one little thing that I did was I started to just clean. We have hardwood floors, and I don't know where dust comes from, but let me tell you, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Every single day, there's dust just everywhere. So every single day, or multiple times a week, it might not be every single day, but at least every other day, 4 out of the 7 days a week, something like that, I'll sweep the floors, I'll wash dishes, I'll do something. Even if it's just in my room, if they hear me cleaning in my room, that'll prompt them to clean something that they need to clean, whether it's something in their room, whether it's, their little office spaces, whatever the case may be, it prompts them to do the same. So you can't control your environment. You can only control what you're doing, and just have the hopes that triggers change in the people around you as well. Another thing that I like to think of is space and function are mental constructs. Space and function are mental constructs. Let me break that down for you. What that means is that certain spaces that you're in, whether it's a mental space or a physical space, and how you deem necessary to use that is all in your mind. It's what you create it to be. For example, my bedroom. When we first moved in 5 years ago, me and my sister didn't even stay in here. We had to move in so quickly, and our entire downstairs area was just filled with boxes and everything. So my parents slept up here on a air mattress. A few months after that, as we start to wind down, me and my sister's beds were in here, but they were in a different form. The room was like that for almost 5 years, and I didn't see any other way to change it. Here we are almost 5 years later, and when I came back from the Dominican Republic, I was like, the function of this room is not working for me. Let me change it. And now the room has so much more space because of the mental construct that I put on it. The functionality that I saw that could fit into this room has now changed, but it's because I created that in my mind. I decided how I wanted that to look like. So you have the ability to construct how you want your spaces to be. How I might see a space and a function might be different from how you see a space and a function. But the thing is that you have the ability to create that and control that for what's best for your life. Some people can help you. You can be guided by examples of other people, but at the end of the day, you have to shape that into what it looks like for you and what's going to help you be more positive, more motivated, more energetic. How does that energy, help you to foster a better and sound mind? You always want to make sure you are able to create a safe space. When I was a resident assistant in college, one of the biggest things we always talked about was safe spaces. And you have to be able to create, a safe space for yourself. For me, it's my bedroom. My bedroom is my safe space. I know where everything is. I know how everything is supposed to be. I'm very anal about how my room is because it's my safe space. When I'm frustrated, when I'm bogged down, when I'm tired, when I'm trying to think, when I'm trying to create, my room it has my aura in it. It has all of the energy that I need to re-energize myself or boost myself up to create the best self that I can be. So you have to create that safe space for yourself and for other people. My mom often likes to come in here because the energy that I've created in here is one that fosters productivity, it fosters energy, and it fosters happiness. So create that safe space for yourself so that you have somewhere to relax, to relieve your stress, your tensions, and also create a safe space for other people. A safe space, you could literally be the space. Create a space within yourself that people feel comfortable coming to you when they have a problem, when they need assistance, when they just need to let all their woes down, but they just need a shoulder to cry on. You can be that safe space as well. It doesn't always have to be physical. It can be a mental or spiritual space. Whatever you create, have that safe space for you and for those around you that may need it. The third thing is the ability to start fresh. We have been locked down, clank clank, for who knows how long at this point. I don't even want to count the days. But we have been locked in, and all we have time to do is think. You have time to think, you have time to create, you have time to talk, you have time to journal, you have so much time. So what does it look like when you are able to go outside? Yes, we want to party, we want to travel, we want to go back to work and recoup all of our money, okay? But what else does that look like? We have the ability to start fresh, wipe the slate clean, let go of all of that dead weight, whether it's literal dead weight on your body, which, honey, I can't talk because I think I've worked out maybe 2 or 3 times in the last month or so that I've been inside, but it's okay because that's my business. However, let go of the dead weight, whether it's dead relationships, whether it's unproductive work you've been doing. If you just sit on the couch all day watching TV on a normal basis, let it go. You can still watch TV, but find something productive to weave into that time as well. We have so much time. Plan your rebound, plan your comeback, whatever that is, whether it's a comeback for your business, whether it's a rebound for your finances, whatever that looks like, plan your comeback. This is literally an example of a glow up. You can come out of here financially glowed up, physically glowed up, mentally glowed up, spiritually glowed up. Whatever your glow up is in this moment, you can rebound from this and everybody will see it. They only know what they saw from you a month ago or so. This person is gonna come out over here in a couple of weeks. Oh, honey, they're not ready. Plan it. Plan your comeback, plan your rebound. This is the time. A quote that I think fits so well for this is, the biggest failure is not doing. The biggest failure is not doing. Whatever it is that you want to do in your life, the only failure is going to be from not doing it. Whether something goes wrong or right when you do it, that's what you find out then. But until then, your biggest failure is not doing it. And no matter if something goes right or wrong or not, at the end of the day, you'll be able to learn from that. You'll be able to learn from that success or that failure then. And that's really not a failure because it'll only make you stronger and wiser. But until then, your biggest failure is not doing it. And it doesn't always have to be something super extravagant. Not everybody is meant to be at the top. Not everybody is meant to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is meant to have their own business. That's not what I mean. Your biggest failure is not doing it. If it's cutting your grass, if you want to learn how to cook, if you want to bake a cake, if you want to write a letter, if you want to mend a relationship, your biggest failure is not doing it. So whatever it is you've been thinking about, whatever it is, before Corona, you always said, oh, I want to do this, but I don't have enough time. I want to do this, but I'm so tired. I've been at work all day. I want to do this, but I have to go do X, Y, and Z for all these other people. Whatever that thing was, do it. Do it right now. And if you don't have all the resources or access to get it done, do as much as you can around it so that when you do have that, you can do it. No problem. Do it. The biggest failure is in not doing it. You have to let go of all that was in the past. So those were my 3 things for you guys. Life, the ability to create a sound mind, and the ability to start fresh. Those are the 3 things. If you can't take anything else away from this downtime during coronavirus, those are the 3 things that you can take away from this. One of the things me and my mom talked about at the start of 2020 was we really need to figure out what direction is our life going. And so we came up with a little phrase, I guess, or 3 words that kind of would keep us on track. That's purpose, vision, action. If you know me, I'm a strong believer in the number 3. I believe everything happens in 3s. I believe good things come in 3s, whatever the case may be. So I try to do everything in 3s. So those are my 3 words: purpose, vision, and action. Work on finding your purpose and stay on top of that every single day. Take a look back at all the things that you've done in your past and find the one trait that is very evident about your character in all of those things. Write them down. Figure that out. That will lead you to your purpose. Is your purpose ministering? Is your purpose to cook? Is your purpose to bring joy and light to somebody's life in some way, shape, or form? Whether it's community service, whether it's donation, whether it's through a business, whether it's through a service that you provide, whatever it is, find your purpose. Then see the vision. How are you going to make that happen? How does that translate into your everyday life so you can carry that out and bring it into other people's lives and other communities? And then action. Putting all three of those together and making it happen. So purpose, vision, action. Write that out for yourself. I continuously write down what I think those are for me, and each week I see something different in myself that helps me refine and align that more with what I'm seeing with myself. And I'm telling you guys, being at one with yourself, it allows you to just let things enter in and just hear things and see things more clearly so that you know exactly where you're going. So that's all I have for you guys today. Tomorrow we're going to talk about another different topic as it pertains to the coronavirus. But again, if you got any value from this, please let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share this with someone so that they can have a little boost, a little pick-me-up, hopefully, from anything that I said today. And always remember, you are strong, you are fearless, and you are capable of doing anything that you put your mind to. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.